Thank you, Sudhir. All our guests today, this evening, and members of the media and other invited guests to this very memorable film. I feel very privileged and very honored to be here today at the launch of this film in our country. Privileged and honored because of the man that has been encapsulated in the film. His contribution to the world, to the universe, to society at large, to all people that believed in equality and dignity. And those were the things that impressed me the most. I have a long history with South Africa, and a very pleasant one indeed. And today is just a very formal moment, but I know that there have been many occasions with not just the people of South Africa, but indeed Mr. Nelson Mandela himself. I'd also like to mention that, as Sudhir was saying, we formed a very strong association for over 25 years with Sudhir and his dear friend and my dear friend, Anand Singh, who produced this film. Anand, Sudhir and myself, we perhaps had the very first concept from the Indian film industry in South Africa way back in 1990. And at that time, the country of South Africa was still reeling under the pressures of apartheid. And we were the first Indian group that were allowed to perform there. And this was possible primarily due to the efforts made by Mr. Nelson Mandela. And it was he who gave us the permission, and his party, the African National Congress, that gave us permission to perform there. Since then, of course, I had the very big honor to meet Mr. Mandela on two separate occasions, once at his residence. And those memories are with me always. He was a very generous and kind man, very humble. He signed a portrait of himself for me and sent it across to me. But really what was quite amazing and humbling was, on another occasion, when the African National Congress had lost a very prominent leader. I was in South Africa at that time, and we felt that it was only right for us to go and pay our condolences. So we drove across to the house, and as we reached the house, Mr. Mandela and his entire formal entourage was leaving the residence, and we were across the road, standing and waiting for his cavalcade to pass by. He was about to get into his car when he got out, and he noticed me across the road, and I was surprised that he could notice me. And he called out to me to ask me to come over. And as I was walking, he stretched his hand out across the bonnet of the car and said, "I hope you remember me," which was just unbelievably amazing. He was a very generous man, very kind man. The world will remember him as one of the greatest humans that we've had. I also had the honor, through Anand and Sudhir, to visit Robben Island, where Mr. Mandela was kept a captive. I went to the cell where he was kept for so many years. I saw the mines that they had to work in and the kind of hardship that he had to face. And I'm sure that a lot of that will perhaps be shown in the film. And it really was a very emotional moment for me. And I've always felt that so long as there are human beings like Mr. Nelson Mandela alive in our universe, we have so much to learn from them, how we conduct ourselves and what they fought for, and the dignity and the respect that they left us with. I want to congratulate the makers and the artists, the two lovely artists here who have been responsible for this film, and I hope you enjoy this film. It's been a great honor. Thank you very much.